Welcome as always to your message from your divine compassionate guides. This is a Pick Your Card Friday, and today I changed it up. I'm using 3 different decks to choose from, and then of course we're choosing a card from each of these different decks. So take a moment to decide which one resonates the most with you. My name is Julianne Duffy, and my purpose is to live, speak, and seek the truth in all forms to assist humanity in reconnecting to its authentic form of authenticity. The authentic form of authenticity, to be authentic and truthful. And my goal when I pull these messages is that they will assist you in the most appropriate way for those that come across the message and listen to it. So today, let's get through. You've obviously taken some time choosing your card. To skip to whichever message is yours, you can go in the description box below. It's going to be from left to right, but we'll start here with the first card on the left. This is from the Starseed Oracle deck by Rebecca Campbell. So if you chose that, your message from the guides is lifting the veil. Oh, what a beautiful card. Questioning everything. Anything unaligned must go. So right off the bat, it's time to see the truth as it is. So that's all I talk about, is being authentic and truthful. We've lived with a lot of veils of illusion in this reality, and your message from the guides is it's time to let that go. It's time to really question everything you know, and just because it's always been done one way doesn't mean it should not be questioned. It specifically needs to be questioned, because why do we always do it the same way? Or why do we do these things if they don't benefit us and humanity, right? Certain things that come to mind are, like how much I'm very sure, taxation is illegal. And why do we participate in it when we see the governments, it doesn't matter where you are in North America, they're squandering your money. They're squandering it. They're not using it to take care of you, the citizen of that country. They are using it to line their pockets and send off money to foreign countries. And so that's just part of lifting the veil. Or if we go into the medical community, lifting the veil on that they're not, my mom was told many years ago when she was working in the health industry in Canada by a nurse that she's like, well, we could do this and this and this. My mom was suggesting to this nurse to assist this person in healing. She was straight up told by the nurse that they're not there to heal. They are there to maintain the status quo. That's a huge lifting of the veil, to realize that the healthcare system isn't really to take care of you. It is really all about money and not about getting you in the healthy place where you're not living off of a pharmaceutical. So this is really your message, is questioning everything. And it comes down to these things that we have been using, the education system, the government systems, all of them. Everything unaligned has to go. And we are going through that time that a lot of these systems, I'd say 99.9% of them, are anti-human, are anti-us being benefiting, and anti-us surviving and thriving as humanity. So I feel like for you, this is really coming up as an apparent thing that you have to deal with. Things aren't always as they seem. This era is one for uncovering mistruths, so we can remember ancient truths. Everything is a state of recall and realignment. Anything that isn't in harmony with the planet will not survive. This goes for the society and the world at large, as well as in our own lives. Pulling this card means that you are called to energetically scan your life for things that you may no longer be in vibrational match with, for who you are and how you've grown. It's time to dismantle the systems and the ways of being that once served you and others, but no longer do. So that is your message. It is time to maybe review and reflect on those things that you still maybe believe, but why do you believe it? Do you see the benefit? Is it really assisting you and others? Or is it an illusion? Very much like the idea of retirement. There was a brief moment in the last 100 years where a generation was able to retire. That is not the truth. Even for my own parents, they can retire to go get another job. because inflation is so bad. That is the taxation people don't talk about, is inflation. And that's how undervalued our dollar is when it costs more for your dollar to buy the same thing. That's our inflation. And so like these truths that retirement is not a real thing. It is not real. If you are gaming that you've got a pension with your business or a pension with the government, I hate to burst your bubble, it's not going to be there. The mismanagement of these systems is more real than the idea that you're going to be able to live off of it. So it's breaking these delusions is your message. And that's what the guides have for you. And I do intend that this is assisting you. Now let's go to the next message. Pull in from the third card here. That is from our Oracle of Fairies cards by Karen Kay. Again, just in case you might have noticed, garden. It'll be weeks of dirty hands from the garden. And so let's find out what our message is from the fairies. And if you chose this one, what is your message from your divine guides? You're being called to come together. Fairies like to be busy, and a group of them is showing you that many hands make light work. Working as a team helps get the job done. So you're being called to pull together. If you're very much of a lone wolf or somebody that does a lot of things yourself, not relying on other people, that's not necessarily a bad thing. However, you're being guided that it's time to find a way, because you unfortunately, as we go through this new reality, are not going to be able to do everything yourself. You won't. You are one human being that can manifest only so much with your time and energy. And so this is really about, a group of fairies coming to show you working as a team and how it can feel great to come together. And that, what's more, a team of happy humans can be super productive. So it's not about compensating and taking somebody who's not going to be helpful and is going to, it's like doing a group project when you were in school, right? And you'd always have the few, probably yourself, working on it, and then you get aligned with people who are lazy and didn't do anything really, right? That's what we're looking for here. Coming together is about coming together with like-minded people that want the same outcome and working together to create that. It talks about if you tend to work alone, either out of preference or necessities, this can be important for particular types of work, such as writing, but the fairies here wish to show you another way. Even when you work alone, you can call your fairy friends to help inspire you and help get the work completed. If you know someone who could do with a helping hand, reach out to them. That's also part of this message. And that might be what you're being told to do, is reach out to others and use your ability to assist them as well. People are funny beings and often feel shy about asking for help. So it's time for you to take the initiative. And that includes reaching out for help yourself if you need it. So that's, there's nothing wrong with asking somebody to assist you. And that's what you're being guided. It is your turn to come together, find those people, and ask for assistance as you need to. It's a part of our progression, because we've never succeeded being by ourselves. One person might be able to survive out in the wilderness by themselves, but then you start having a second person, and then you start having a family, and then you start having more people, and each person has to contribute to make it work. And that is your message. And let's jump on to the final message for today, the third card. This is part of the Quantum Oracle cards by Sandra Ann Taylor. And if you chose this card today, if I can get it flipped over, your message, you're being guided to let go. It's an energy card. So this has come up multiple times this week about being able to release and let go of those things that you don't need, right? So you can see that she really wants to go towards that open door, but the dogs are pulling her back. The cat's pulling her back. She's got those energies that are pulling her back and not letting her go forward. So it's really about entering this adventure, choosing to free yourself from old impediments. So kind of like lifting the veil, letting go of those things that you don't need and aren't assisting you. So it's time to choose yourself to be free over these impediments and the things that are stopping you. You have the power to free yourself as well. There's something in your life that you are ready to let go of. And it could be a job, location, relationship, and it just doesn't fit you anymore. And whether or not there's an external situation that needs to be released, there is likely an internal pattern that must be shed in order to achieve the happiness and the outcomes you desire. So it's guiding you to look within. Are you plagued by critical or worrisome thought patterns, an unhealthy or even addictive behavior? If so, you need to know that you're engaged in some major self-sabotaging energy. But this vibration here, letting go, will help you change that. It's time to muster up the discipline you need to let it go. Free yourself from those inner and outer beasts that have been dragging you down, and allow yourself to open your life to the unencumbered destiny you deserve. So it's letting you let go, open up to what you are supposed to be here doing, and being in that alignment with your truth. And like whatever it is, whether it's a physical in your life or whether it's an emotional thing, it's reminding you that it's overdue to be released. Great messages. I do intend that you've enjoyed this. As always, please do subscribe to stay up to date with my messages. And, please share it. Share it with other people that might find this of use or interesting. I do appreciate that as well. All the information for my website and readings is below. And until next time, have a beautiful day. Namaste.